Happy 4th of July, guys. Welcome in. Welcome in. I got my coffee. Hello, hello. I have my coffee. I'm ready to hang out. You know what I need? I need a fan because it's freaking melting hot. Guys, if you're tuning in, I'm in the jungle. Hi, Linda. Happy 4th of July. Hi, Izzy. I see you guys. Let me turn some air. Get comfortable. Start thinking questions you want to ask me. And let's chit chat. Let's hang out. Let me go. Let me grab a fan. I forgot how hot it is outside. I really miss my shows outside, but it's so freaking hot. Hold on. I have this like miniature tiny fan here. Whew. Maybe it'll blow some mosquitoes away from me. Hello, hello, guys. Welcome in, welcome in. Any new people? Hello, we're in a community category. Mind you. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Hello, Cheesy Potato. How are you? Hello, Dawn Morning. How are you? It's so good to see everybody, guys. I'm here finally giving my some of my day to answer all the questions I've been receiving about all kinds of different things about whatnot, outside of whatnot, how to know whatnot. And I thought I'll just come and say hi. Hi, I love discounts. How are you? You're from Parade. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. I love it. I love when people do that. I love when people like and whatnot actually go live from different events and different things they do. I love that. Yes, I saw you with the hat. Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome. That was so cool. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Get in an Amazon $5 gift card. And get your questions ready for me. I had this show scheduled probably for like 2 months now. That'll be moving and moving. Listen, I think I should be nominated for the seller who moves the shows most. I don't think there's anyone can top me. Yes. So I should make a public announcement. Millie is my witness. Millie is my witness. I should make a public announcement and say, yes, I got my wings back. And the announcement should go something like this. I'm truly, truly sorry for always moving my shows and not teaching you guys to be consistent. Okay. I'm sorry about that. But my life is at the kind of like stage where it's better later than never, you know? So if I don't move it, I just don't do it. Yeah. So my apologies for anyone who's ever disappointed waiting for my show and I end up moving them, but I don't have a open schedule for whatnot. So I have to kind of make time for whatnot around everything else still. And it's hard to find that precise time when I'm gonna be live. There were a couple of times I had a show ready to go. I was ready to go to do everything, and then my son goes, "Mom, can you make me pancakes?" And I'm weak, you know. I love my kid. It's one thing I have is weakness for kids. And I said, "Oh, like I'm about to go live." I'm like, "Okay, I'll just make pancakes." So I moved the show again, you know. Then other times, like there's some technical issues. There's always something. And so when you guys get frustrated with sellers, yeah, when you get frustrated with sellers moving shows, just remember you just don't know what the person has going on. Maybe there's emergency. Maybe they're sick. Maybe they have a chronic illness that prevents them from, being on time. Maybe, like me, I'm just bad at timing it because I have, mailman at the door, hungry child. Somebody just pulled up to drop something off or pick up, and it's just hard. And ideally, as I'm writing the book on on life selling, on psychology of life selling, I'm thinking, what am I gonna say about scheduling your shows and being on time? What am I gonna say about scheduling your shows and being consistent? Well, hello, hello, hello. Yes, I still have it. Exactly. It's another Amazon gift card. And I think that I said, I'm just gonna be real. Like, ideally, if you have your schedule open and you have your show set at 1 o'clock, and then you have like you're just watching, I don't know, cartoons or playing a game, or I don't know. Yeah, you should turn off TV and you should go do a show schedule. But if you have parents, you have mailmen at the door, you have I don't know, pets to take care of, whatever it is. Listen, it's life. It's a reality. I'm actually drawn to Whatnot. So Whatnot doesn't tell me when I'm supposed to be on. Because if Whatnot told me when I'm supposed to be on, guess what? I'm out. Because that would be just like another 9 to 5 commitment. So I'm actually like, that's a perk of being able to move it and fit in your lives and fit it in your schedules and fit it with your parents and your children, your spouses and your emergencies. And every single person probably here would agree that something happens about something with something because of something every single day. Like, I learned that this is 100% guaranteed that pretty much something will happen that will need your immediate attention. Maybe not emergency, but like, an issue every single day. And if it's not you, it's your pets. If it's not pets, it's your house. If it's not your house, it's your car. If it's not your car, it's your parents. Not parents, it's your best friend, second best friend, third best friend, neighbor, somebody you just met, or maybe just a stranger need your help. I don't know. It just seems like life is keeps you busy. And one of my attractions to Whatnot is that I can have it all. Like, I can move it all around the way I want it. So I just need to have the people that know me and understand that when I move it, it's not because I'm disrespectful towards them. It's just because I'm trying my best to hold all the different parts of my life and still show up. So I usually show up, but later. Yes, exactly. So I mean, anyone else struggles with that, with kind of keeping the schedule, but not because just like you don't want to necessarily, but just because like things really happen and you have to go take care of them. By the way, happy 4th of July to all of you. At least that's just my experience. I feel like that's my hardest thing about it. Yes. And now, do you feel, guys, that you move your shows because of life? Hello, hello. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Mother Flipper. Do you guys feel like you move your shows because of like you don't feel like doing it, like you feel a level of pressure or anxiety, or do you feel that you move your shows because life, like scheduling kids, family, other jobs? Yes and yes, all of it. Yeah, me too. I sometimes hi, sweetheart. Hi. I sometimes move my shows because I am truly, like I said, making pancakes or whatever for my kid, and a mailman is like everyday thing. Always when I'm about to stream, he's at the door. I'm like, damn it, because of life. Yeah, but I also there have been some shows I scheduled for a completely different day because I just felt like I just been like feeling like some sort of anxiety going live. And it was so new because I've been doing this for 2 years straight without like really kind of thinking about it. And 2 years later, it hit me. I was amazing. Right. Some people have multiple shows listed per day. High digging for gold. Fishing was amazing. Hold on. Sylvia. So when I load up a show, I will randomly preload like 20 or 30 shows with no particular purpose except just collecting bookmarks and having a placeholders. Yes. What's for dinner? Right. So I usually an open on a casual Tuesday, and I will have like 9 shows on that day. Not because I schedule them on that day, but I just put them as a placeholders. And Millie will message me and say, Inga, do you know you like live at the same time 3 times? I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I run to it. As I'm running to it, I get a doorbell, I get a phone call, I get my son asking, and I forget, and I still forget to move it. I mean, I would be like, I would wake up and I realize that my show from yesterday is still like shows that, I'm late for my show from yesterday. It's true story. This is just me. This is my reality. Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like, but I roll with it. I mean, I just figured you're very welcome. I just figured that people who gonna come to my shows and people who gonna get to know me and be a part of my extended family, and whatnot, will know that I'm never ever disrespectful on purpose. I know she does. I just think that like that's the most important thing. You can assign the task to mods if you use the team settings. I didn't even know that. I had no idea. That's awesome. Yeah. So, well, I just think the most important thing is that people who are waiting for the shows know that, listen, this seller has a lot on the plate and they have to work around it. My goal is to get more like a set times in the future. I will try to get like plan ahead, like close my eyes and really visualize which days I can actually commit. Oh, thank you. Right. And it's just, it's just life. Like I said, life is life. Life is life, right, guys? So shoot any questions you have. I'm here to like share my perspective. I'm very open about my journey and whatnot. Hi, Pools. Hello, hello. How are you? You're selling your house? Oh my goodness. As always, guys, you can always shout out your shows here. If you're like looking for people to bookmark your show or follow, feel free. Always in my shows. Bum boom. Happy 4th of July. Always shout out your shows. I always keep my channel very open to everyone to advertise themselves. Yes. Oh, don't be scared. I have one show in 30 minutes. Hi, CG. Happy fall. How are you? I have one show in 30 minutes. You see what I mean? Oh, shoot. Oh, let me move it. I can't believe I have one in 30 minutes. How did I not remember this? Oh my God. And I thought I moved it too. Let's see. Sometimes oh no, I don't have one. Stop scaring me. Yeah, I don't have any. Guys, read in the chat. Different people are looking to expand their channels. They're looking for new bookmarks, followers. So connect with each other. Be kind and spread the love. CG, how are you guys? If you ever want to be on any cool trains, CG Boomerang Echo is your girl. She has some fancy app now where you can go sign up on a train app, like for different trains. Yeah, she has a lot of like information. I think you go to her website. CG, if you're here, you can drop maybe your website link and people can go and check it out. If you're looking to get in any rate trains on the app, there's a lot of cool ones going on. So that's that. Anybody's cooking anything good? What are you guys eating today? And where's everybody from? What are you eating? And where are you from? I'm in South Florida and I'm gonna eat steak. I go first. I'm at AA, I'm gonna eat steak. So Indiana. I was like, Indiana coffee, that's a new one. Never heard that. Venison. Oh my goodness. Awesome. You have a show tomorrow. Yasser DM burgers and then dashing back to back to AC. Yeah, it's very hot. You in Minnesota? Oh, husband grew up in South Florida. Nice. Pennsylvania. Working backland. Yeah, I'm gonna be lazy and wait for my husband to grill the steak. We have those. What do you call those big ones with like big bone? What are they called? They have some weird name, like a long name. I think it's like H something. No, it's not T-bone. It's like Tamaha. Yeah, Tamaha. Hi, Karma. Yeah, Tamaha. Hmm. You're having a Christmas in July show on July 13th. Really cool stuff. Guys, if you love Christmas, Mother Flipper is having a show. Hello, Karma. So good to see you. Wildflower Bliss is a newer seller, would like some parts too. Vintage Christmas, Five and Dime, Central Florida. Might visit Miami this winter. I hope you like traffic. I used to commute to Miami downtown for nearly 3.5 years for school. And then I worked in downtown Miami. And I used to have to leave at 6 in the morning to beat the traffic every day. And then I said, I will never work again in my life where I have to commute 2 hours anywhere. That was just like, that was a lot. Does anybody else commute? I hate commuting. I think commuting is my pet peeve. Like one of the worst things you can do is like assign 2 hour commute. Like there's nothing more I hate than that. Right. Across the house to office, you work from home. Yeah, I've been working from home since COVID. Since COVID and gosh, what is it, 2019? Nice. Just whatnot. Well, whatnot keeps you busy, but it's different. Yeah. Guys, follow each other. Everybody's having some sort of show and what's not going on. So what do you guys want to talk about? Give me some ideas. You don't have to ask me a precise question, but you can give me a topic. What do you guys want to talk? Anything but probably shipping. I am like so like not interested in shipping. Yeah. They think you live in Colorado. Yeah. Shipping post office has its own issues with knowing where how geography works. That's for sure. No, not shipping. I'm not doing shipping. Talk about shipping. Oh shoot, no. Okay, fine. We'll just do real quick about shipping. I think that it's gonna be what it's gonna be. So we're just gonna adapt it, and the new people coming in will not even know it was any different. Ship happens show. Ship happens. You have a ship show. I'm like, am I not reading everything right? You have a ship show. It's literally ships. Guys, I've seen all kinds of show and whatnot. I have not seen a ship show yet. I love it. Ship show. You actually okay with shipping? I also think I'm also okay with shipping because I think that nobody's gonna on purpose make changes that would be totally bad. I mean, I hope. I hope. I'm just thinking. Nobody will completely make changes that will completely adversely, impact the booming business of live selling. Your last show was like that, like ship show. Guys, you can say ship with a T, so we just say ship. Okay, instead, this is like a new slang, ship shows. There's a bunch of ship shows on whatnot going on. This is also a ship show, guys. Yes, part timers. I don't know. I did whatnot part time for 2 years, and I felt like my whatnot was like 3 full-time job. I did not feel like it was a part time. I feel like whatnot does not allow you. Whatnot does not allow you to step back. Well, I guess it depends on personality. My whatnot, my personal whatnot is not allowing me to have anything part time as far as whatnot. It consumes me like shipping, prepping, sourcing, processing. Hi, Silverwood. Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. Yeah, there. I feel like my whatnot relationship is very intense. We don't have a lot of like room. We don't have personal space. Yeah, and honestly, it's not because I don't like to rest. Yes, I personally think it's not letting me rest because it's just there's so many steps before the show, after the show. You know, doing the show is only like so much. It was so crazy, guys. I went to this Everglades city for fishing, and my boy's already planning another fishing trip. I don't know if you watch my TikTok or Instagram. It's at Ingalon _show. But I have literally like I have these videos of this most serene, um, most like abandoned place in Florida. If you're in Florida, in South Florida, go to Everglades City. Yes. Hi, Jackie. Guys, everybody say hi to Abandoned Treasures for Glass. Yes, and she's live, guys, every night, Monday through Thursday, 6 to 8. Listen. I'm trying not to shop and whatnot now, and I'm shopping with her because she has so much good stuff. So make sure to check out her. Um, but anyways, Everglades City was so serene, right? Oh, thank you. Oh, speaking about clothing, I really, 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 really love clothing. I know some people like in storage and kind of hate clothing, but I'm gonna do more shows in the contemporary and the vintage. Like one of the shows that I'm working on is probably gonna be closer to like October, November. I'm collecting pieces to sell to my show. Oh, which reminds me, if you guys have any pieces like that to consign, message me. It's gonna be all beaded dress or beaded outfit show. So it'll be everything with like that heavy beaded kind of like a vintage, like a Sue Wong. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right, but you guys know what I mean. This is Amazon $5 gift card, guys. Um, do you know those heavy beaded vintage pieces that are just so exquisite? So I want to do a show that's completely beaded, uh, vintage finds, like absolute treasures. So if any one of you have one tucked in and it's just sitting, not doing anything, you're not wearing it, you want to consign for that show with me, then send me photos and we'll arrange that I get the item shipped to me and I'll preload the listing. I want to start preloading it slowly and let it simmer so people can buy these clothes for, Thanksgiving, Christmas time. Yes. Yeah, I just really love the pieces. I appreciate those pieces and I want to have a show just dedicated on that kind of items on a beaded stuff. But anyways, besides the beaded shows, I bought out 1,500 pieces of branded clothing. Some new with tags, some not new with tags, but they're not pallets. They literally, it was from consignment store, so everything was like with the brand, meaning consignment store would not buy it to consign if they didn't have like a decent brand. So all sizes, men's and women's, and it's all in my house. She just recently passed. Just amazing. Exquisite pieces. If I had any like talent in sewing, I would totally be making dresses like that. That's just like exquisite work. But anyway, so like I will be venturing in a fashion category more and more. And where my heart is having these really good pieces of clothing where it just lightens my day because I love clothing. I just think clothes is the one way you can express yourself and make sure I have all the sizes, also men's sizes and children's sizes. And I'm gonna be probably doing like a preloaded shows where I let people to read the measurements, read the sizes, come a few minutes before my show so they can see if they want anything from it, pre-bid. That way you don't have to make a decision 5 seconds before or 10 seconds while I'm showing it running. So that way you can kind of digest what's there. And I every piece will be hand selected. So it's not gonna be I will not do any palettes. I will not do like hundreds of the same item because I'm really looking to do those fashion shows where it's like a hand-picked item. I have really good eye for clothes, and I think that that's what I'm going to be doing more and more for clothes. I'm still going to have them in my regular show. By the way, and also I think it'll be kind of a show where you will be able to buy it and resell it if you're a reseller, but also it will be kind of for people who want to add something to their own wardrobe. I really like to buy on whatnot pieces of clothing that I actually wear. Um, that to me is just like the most fun part of it. By the way, I got this from Gail, guys. Can we tag Gail? Can we all? Yeah, look at this. I was wearing all day today. Um, and it wasn't very expensive. Gail is a small seller, guys. She's a new seller, and she sells authentic luxury items. And I already have like I think I have really nice Versace umbrella, which I'm cheap. Okay, so I would not spend like brand new retail prices on this. But because this was a good deal, I think maybe I paid like a 120 or something for Prada. Like it wasn't, but look how cool it is. And it's red, and I love red. So, anyways, if you guys looking to add like a piece of nice luxury to your wardrobe, but you don't want to spend like retail or even eBay prices, or maybe you want to buy it and resell on eBay, go to Gail. Gail really has a beautiful, beautiful pieces. She really has good taste, and she's a very small seller, so you're definitely gonna get some good deals. So I love buying from her. So that's that. Oh, thank you. That was me with ChatGPT. I mean, it was my photo, but yeah. I said, put me up on that skyscraper. You know where the couple proposed to, where they got engaged. I said, put me on that thing. And ChatGPT was like, what? I'm like, hey, just put somewhere with the flag high, just something fun. Hello, Ross. Happy 4th of July, guys. I miss being outside from my shows, but it's been so much rain in Florida, and it's hard to be outside for like long time because it's like really just way too warm, just way too warm. All right, shoot any questions, guys. Who has any questions? You don't have any questions for me about anything, guys? Also, did you check out my website ingalon.com? I created not long ago. If you subscribe to a newsletter, which is free, you get 20% off. I don't know, maybe you want to buy something in my show, you get 20% off. But and there's like place to like contact me if you want to nominate a seller to rate, or if you want to consign with me. I mean, all kinds of like thingies. So make sure you check that out. So where's everybody from? South Florida here. South Florida here. That's why I'm already sweating. My hair is gonna be oily in like 5 seconds. Alabama, Missouri, Dallas. Nice. Guys, is everybody like, is the weather like horribly hot everywhere? Who has 100 degrees? 102. Wow. Do I prefer fast-paced shows? Yeah, if you ask a question, make sure you put a question mark so I can see the yellow. That's the question. Do I prefer a fast-paced shows, or do I prefer a slow? So it just depends what I'm selling. Like if I'm selling, like I was selling NFL hoodies, right? There were like three different variations of hoodies. I was going fast because everybody knows what's up. I show it well, and then we just rock and roll. Then it's very fast. Now, if I was showing the beaded Sue Wong clothing, I would put it on, I would turn around, we talk about pit to pit. It would be like a different kind of item. So I think it just depends on what style of the show and what kind of items you have. I can envision the items that I preload for my clothing. I would do a little bit slower than when I do my random pulls. But I do like speed because I don't want to be on for 3 hours and like sell 10 items. And I don't know how about you guys, but I'm like, I get bored very quickly. So I need like a visual. Like, I need like just, okay, not this, that, not that. Not super crazy. Not like this, not like that. But like a good balance where you don't have to wait forever. That's for sure. But I really don't like when it's too fast. Like those auctions that do 3 seconds sudden death. I'm like, this gives me like stress. Like I can't even I feel like it's a game where I'm like losing because I can't even understand what on earth they're selling. What percent? I am not sure. It's hard to like estimate. But we finished it. Yeah, it went really well. Everything was done. Mission impossible completed. Yes. Yeah, I honestly I feel like I go back and forth between 10 seconds and 15 seconds. Yes. Hmm. Do you guys what do you guys think? What do you guys prefer as buyers? 10 seconds or 15 seconds? Like when you buy something. I go like sometimes 15 feels too dragged out, but on the other hand, 10, 15. And okay, so those who are 15, just put a number 15 or 10 and give your explanation why is it like extra 5 second like makes a difference for you? Like is it because you're able to make a decision, or is it because you're able to understand like the condition and size? Like what, you know? Hello, Patties. Hello, pool lady. I am the pool lady. Depends on if the seller explains well, all of that. So I feel like this. If I show you this and enough, like, okay, so this is Prada bag, right? And I said, like, the corners are good, this is inside. If I show everything, I think for me it's safe to say that 10 seconds is enough, because at that point, like, you already know everything. You already made up your decision in your head if you're gonna bid or not. But if I'm just picking up and running start, then I think you need more than 10 seconds, because you explaining as you're running. I don't like to run stuff before I explain, because I feel like that just puts too much pressure on people to like they're just overwhelmed and not sure like what to do, because it's running, but you're also explaining, and they're like torn between paying attention to the item and bidding. I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah, sometimes they push it's running. So my experience and okay, yeah, maybe not 30 minutes, but honestly, guys, I can tell you this much from having done what 2 years, over 2 years now, selling thousands and thousands of items. I can tell you that the best recipe I can give you: explain your item before you run it. Okay. But explain it like not over the top. Like, don't beat the dead horse, as we say, right? Like, size, call outs. If it's an item that needs to be addressed, like a bag, you want to peek inside and you want to see the corners and you want to know if the handle is worn out, and any call outs, right? If it's leather or suede or is it velour, if it's something about the fabric that you need to know, that's the kind of stuff you want to know. I think you do yourself a lot of like favors if you just show it an item, but you don't overdo it. So here's the example. Let's practice this. Look. So, guys, I have a Prada, 100% authentic Prada. It's all leather. All the, corners. Obviously, this is pre-loved. It has some wear, but nothing is like to the point where it's a call out. There's no like obvious scratches, just a normal wear and tear without any particular call out, right? The chain, nothing is like worn out. There's no discoloration. And inside I have money. Okay, that would not be your show, obviously. But you say, okay, it comes with like COA or whatever. It snaps. All right, we're gonna run it. At that point, honestly, I'm comfortable that I can run it for 10 seconds. But I also think that if you don't have a lot of people in your show and all that, or the item is a little bit pricier, do 15 seconds. But I'm saying just to be able to actually show it and explain it before you run it, it goes a very long way. I think a lot of people make a mistake. They start running before and then they start explaining. And I've won a lot of items where people are hesitant to bid because they're like, it's running, but they haven't really showed it and we don't know what's going on. Now, don't get me wrong. If I'm running like a $3 item, like I'm cleaning a storage unit and there's some random fish with lips, okay? Okay, I'm just saying, if there is anything like this, I'm gonna be like brass fish with red lips and go. That's it. Yeah. You are not going to get more than this. I'm not gonna tell how many ounces it is. I'm not gonna tell you if this fish speaks English or not. I will not tell you if this is a shimi or sushi grade fish, okay? This is just gonna be brass, little in your face, red lips, and go. Okay. Oh no. Oh, Pooh, enjoy. Have a good one, love. Happy 4th of July. Oh shoot, my iPad is falling. You need the kissy fish. It's a storage unit fine, mind you. It's pretty nice. I'm keeping it. Anybody who makes fun of me, yeah. You know what's really funny? People like talk about this, like the whole like lips thing, right? And when we live in my area, there's a area called Boca Raton, and I feel like a lot of people have these like big lips, like the silicone lips. Mine is not like that. I don't even have a puffy lip, so I don't know. This is not really like me then. Yeah, but look, she's going. Yeah, she's definitely has injections. Yeah, yeah. Like the people have like worse like that. I'm like, mine is just regular Lithuanian lips. I don't know. I don't know why anybody even makes fun of it. But whatever. I have a thick skin. Look, so thick. It's well padded. Well padded with steak. Yeah. Yeah. And that's, they really overdo it. There's the thing. If you're like not looking healthy and anything, I mean, how is this gonna help? It's not gonna change it. Like, you're still gonna like, be healthy and stuff, I think. You know? Anyway, that's for another show, guys. This is a talk show, not about lip. This is not a lip show. This is a ship show. Yeah. Hi, Dennis. How are you? Guys, Abandon is suffering because she's trying to become an artist for July 4th hat. She's building her hat for 4th of July. Oh, dude. No, no shoe. Just ship. We say ship. Silver Rudy. We don't use T silent on here. You did that? Yeah. I didn't do it because I knew I'm gonna be lazy. I didn't sign up because I knew that I had nothing in me to be building anything except ship shows. Yeah. Ship shows is P is the new T for whatnot, right? Nice. So what else? What else? Any other yellow questions? Any other yellow questions? God, it's so hot. It's like 100. It feels like 110. Honestly, I even feel like my eyelashes are sweat. Oh, thank you, thank you, guys. This is Old Dog. Okay, this is Old Dog hanging out. Do you guys know Old Dog from Whatnot? Yeah, it's my friend Old Dog. There. It's so bad. I can't do shows. I can't do any shows in Florida outside right now. It's just way too much. Yeah, the plants. I have avocados, mangoes, lots of fruit right now coming out. So that's really fun. That's really fun. Well, Gigi joined the party. Happy 4th of July, Gigi. Hello, hello. Welcoming girl. Guys, everybody say hi to Gigi. Gigi's in Naples. She just went to a nice parade. I'm sure that Naples have a beautiful I'm sure that Naples has a beautiful parade. Everything is so pretty. Yes. Yeah, we're just hanging out. I'm having coffee. Just having coffee. We're gonna have steak later. And what else? I don't have much ambition today for pretty much anything. Few things, few errands and things like that. Yeah. So we're just taking questions. If you guys have any questions about anything, or I'll just blurb my thoughts out. The blurb is this like English blurb my words out? This doesn't sound right. Does that sound right? Blurb? Is this such a verb? I sometimes really don't know what I make up and what is blurred. Just blurb. I sometimes come up with words and I honestly believe that they're real words. You know? Mhm. So that's that. Who has a show coming up? Anybody's doing a show today? I know, immigrant style. Right. Immigrant style, we just blurb stuff and we say it's English, you know? I was like, wow, this is such a nice breeze. And then I realized you're doing one tomorrow. Funny hat, Rachel. Is it every 5 minutes? Oh, somebody asked me, Gigi, you're gonna be a modded too now. That's what you get for showing up. Um, do I like random polls or preloaded? Let's talk about that because that's a really big one. That's a really big one. You know, I think that we should definitely discuss that. Let me run a $5 Amazon gift card and let's talk about random polls versus preloaded listings on Whatnot. And I'll give you my 2 cents on it. So when I'm selling 500 items, 800 items, 400 items, 300 items. I am not going to preload because that just makes 0 cents to do that. Like when I have a consignment that I need to liquidate in one show, I am not going to be preloaded because that would be like insane amount of like work to do. And honestly, like just trying to keep track of like you really basically have to limit your preloading to one, either like a smaller show, like 100 to 200, maybe like up to 300 items, or you can actually preload your best item and do random pulls on the other stuff. So like let's just say you have a very busy show and you'll have a couple of designer items, you have a couple of unique finds, maybe you have some gold or sterling. I would preload those and run everything else in as a random pull. But yeah, I just think that preloading has its own place. Let me tell you, when I do the beaded gown show, the beaded Su Wong show, everything is going to be preloaded. When I do like a fairy tops, like a little butterfly beaded top for Y2K show, everything is going to be preloaded. But those are hard to find items. You know, those are not $3 to $5 items. Those are rare in a sense that older, vintage, hard to find. They're more in value. And I would preload things like that where people can see the sizes, the designer, and things like that. So I think that preloading has its definitely its place. And I'm not going to give you all the details right now because it's a little bit premature. But I teamed up with a couple of geniuses, and we're working on a program that will do a lot of things to help your live shows. I will tell you fully all the details when it's ready. It's probably another month or so. But short of it, just a teaser, that program is going to allow you to go take your phone, snap 50 pictures of your items, and then you're going to go to your desktop and you're going to drop them off, drop them into that program. It's gonna populate the listings. AI is gonna kind of straighten the photos properly, put the clothes on a mannequin. Um, it's gonna do AI descriptions. It's gonna let you voice dictate any call outs. And the whole process, you'll be able to preload your full show in less than an hour. So that's something that I'm working, like I said, with a couple of geniuses on a site that's coming. So I'm gonna try already the product myself before it launches fully more and more. So I can tell you guys it's gonna be really exciting. So if you're the person who want to have quality shows with the um quality listings, like with the quality kind of items and preloaded where you make more money and sell less. Yes, absolutely. Yes. And we will launch it in different stages and it'll be different tiers. And what's really exciting about that product, like I said, it's a pre-launch stage, but what's really cool, there's so many different things that's gonna be also available at different tiers that, for example, if you want to analyze your show and really make sense of your information from every show that you do. So you're not like a blind person walking around and trying to figure out what works. You'll be able to know, hey, if I do giveaways, do my giveaway winners actually become buyers? Who are my top buyers? Well, what best show on which day of the week my show is most profitable? Which show is most profitable when I start at 3, 1, or 5 or 10? It's going to have all kinds of information that will translate into strategic recommendation and steps so you can take your own customized data and actually do something about it and improve your shows and improve where you're going to be selling smarter and not harder. So the whole premise for me getting involved with this is that how do we make live selling where we work smarter and not harder? Because nobody needs to get it burned out. You know, there's plenty of ways to make money. Everybody has good items, but how do we make this where we can work smarter and not harder? So I'm very excited about it, guys. We're gonna do a full launch and I'll probably do like all the other platforms, like on TikTok Live, talk about it too, and things like that. So very, very excited. Exactly. And what's another interesting feature that we're gonna have, that it's gonna also, if you do a random pulse, and like for example, in the system will be able to tell you your best sellers is like leather handbags, that are Vera Bradley, right? Or if it's gonna be like your best sellers, I don't know, Pokemon cards, or your worst sellers is dolls, right? Surprise, surprise. I'm just saying it's gonna, because it's gonna capture the all information and gonna digest and tell you what you should be adding to your inventory to continue to sell, and what you should probably stay away because it's not bringing money. So for all those who do random polls and don't have the listings described, um, the program is going to allow you to use a certain program running during the show in the background, where it will manually capture every random pull item sold, and it will visually extract the description of it. So you will actually end up having a full summary of your random pull shows, and you will still be able to have a data as to what items, like handbags sold best, and like your Nike shoes sold worst or something like that. So the program has so many multiple layers. I am so excited. And obviously, this is way too close to my heart, to work on that, because I use it. I need it. So this is like, very, very exciting stuff. And hopefully a lot of you, it's going to make everything much better and easier to do your shows and do it with a quality, show. Yes. Oh, yeah, and I do already. I use other people systems right now for tagging. I use Hot Label, and I have a free trial to try with Notbot. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm using right now Hot Labels. So I don't handwrite anything when I sell. I have an automated system that spits out a ticket. That's with some other people's innovations, but using technology to your advantage makes the life so much easier. And I hate setting anything up, but once it's set up, it's like a life changer. So a lot of exciting things coming up. I'm still working on my book, guys. I'm writing my book. I'm revising my book. It's like, I'm getting ready for a full term baby in the form of a book that's going to be heavily focused on the psychology of life selling. It's going to be all about the mindset. It's all about your relationship with your buyers, relationship with yourself, relationship with whatnot. It's going to have a lot of psychology and perspective on life in general, because you can't separate whatnot from life. It's not just life. Whatnot is life. So the book is going to be very much sharing my perspective, my understanding, including the different things I read, different things I studied, different things I pulled, and I will include it in a book to help you to know what it takes, what kind of mindset you need to get to succeed overall. And yeah, right. So a lot of exciting things coming up. I wish I could have 3 more lifetimes. There's one thing is, we don't have a lot of extra lives, right? We need to be like cats with 9 lives. That'd be great. Hmm? Is if there is a way to harness the most search terms, that would be invaluable. What do you mean, like in whatnot, like what people search for most? Okay, so that would be on whatnot, because that's in control of their own search engine. That's something that they would be within their provision. But if you guys come up with any features you want to see within your own interpretation of your own shows, let me know. Right? Yeah, so basically, like, it will be able to tell you what the best items from your shows that you're selling. What are your best sellers? What are your best buyers? What are your outcomes when you do giveaways, where you don't do giveaways, when you do different giveaways, and um, which days to stream, whatever. There's just so many different information you'll be able to track. It's absolutely amazing because otherwise, if you're not looking at the results over, let's just say 50 shows, 100 shows, then you're not doing yourself a favor because you're just not learning from, you know how like people say, well, it doesn't work something and they keep on doing the same thing. Well, if you're not going to change anything, nothing is going to change. So you need to just roll with it and be able to look at things and figure out what works and what doesn't work. And, you know, so that's why I'm so excited about this product because this is not some catch keys like, you know, read along, sing along song. This is an actual tool at a very high level, technological tool. Well, it's not even like tool stuff. The whole big coach, they'll be able to handhold you through a lot of these analysis, interpretation of your shows, and be able to tell you exactly what does that mean. You know, a lot of things can give you interpretation, but they don't give you next steps or what to do with it. So this will be able to give you next steps, and this will help preloading, just preloading the show. I've already preloaded my several shows with the program, and it was, I hate preloading, and I can tell you I start loving it. I'm just like, wow. I just imported, I bulk edited, I bulk selected starting price, bulk search, bulk edited the weight because it was all about the same items. And boom, boom, boom. And next thing I know, it's in my show, and I was ready to go, just like that, you know? Instead, when you go through Whatnot, you go one by one. It's just like such a drag, you know? So, very exciting. About a month from now. Okay. Yeah. All my big testers message me. So I mean, I'm sure we'll do some sort of free trial too, but also it's gonna have a different levels of subscription because the first level could be just for preloading part. There'll be another level for people who want to have a results and kind of track their progress and see what they should be changing or what works, what doesn't. Um, Yeah, I think that there's a lot of cool features that could be happening. Like top sellers by categories, so you're keeping track of your best buyers from different categories, so you know who to tag when you're running certain things. You guys all probably know a person who loves knives or a person who loves Prada, a person who loves makeup, and it'd be amazing to have an ongoing list of all those buyers so you can tag appropriate people when you have a sort of inventory pop up or be able to forward them. So, gonna take it to next level, guys. It's still simmering. It's still simmering, but yeah, when I did preloading on Whatnot, when I used their listing, it just takes forever. I you know it's not like the worst, but it's just like it's tedious. I mean, if you can do it in bulk in one step for all of it, like I said, for me it was just I took like 100 photos, I set my desktop, I dropped on my phone all the photos, I did the bulk edit on a lot of things, AI did all the descriptions, I dictated, voice dictated callouts on few things. Boom, boom, I got a file imported. Yeah, I love it. Today. It's not operational yet. It's being like in a very pre-launch stage, but it's like probably 80-90% there. Yeah. So you guys, it's coming very soon. Very, very exciting. I think this is gonna make our lives much easier for those who do this a lot. And yeah, for my fashion picks, especially the high end, I'm gonna start preloading because I gotta tell you, I used to go to people who start their show and they have clothes and they have preloaded show. I go through that list and I pre-bid on everything I want because then I don't have patience to sit through the whole show sometimes, you know, like, and it's just nice not to miss it because sometimes you sit the whole show waiting for one item and then phone call or something and you miss it. So this way, it just allows you, I don't know, it's just kind of fun. So, and again, it's also amazing that for random fall shows, it will be able to extract information as to what the random fall item was, and you'll be able to keep analysis of that item too. So that's pretty cool, which also gonna give you the precise video receipts. You're not gonna need to go to Whatnot to look what item was actually purchased. It will have the minute your payment goes through that item, um captured. So you're not gonna have that all craziness. It's like, are we in 2026 trying to figure out video receipts? Like, unbelievable. It's like, when exactly is the time? I've seen 5 items go by. Which one is it? For those who sell fast, like, how do you, what about those people who sell every 3 seconds? Like, video receipt is useless because it's like 30 seconds of like footage until the item actually sold. And if it's like every 5 seconds an item, there's just no way to even figure out any video receipt capability. It's impossible. Yeah. Missy, congrats, my love. So, what else? What other questions we have, guys? Is there anything that bothers you? Anything that we should discuss? Is there what else? Any new sellers you lost? Well, if you new seller and you lost, hello, hello. If you knew and you lost, there's no medicine for that. You just have to go through what we call growing pains. Guys, if you knew and you like thinking that you are just no, never gonna figure out, I can tell you, I think I canceled everything my first 2 shows because I had no idea how to ship anything. So, and I sold nearly 80,000 items by now, and but it was yeah. Oh, thank you, Jules. Thank you. So if you lost, this is part of a process. It's intended for you to be lost because that's just how you grow. This is how you learn and this is how you progress. There's not a single show you can go to and suddenly become advanced, you know? And that's very normal. Listen, it took me a long time to figure stuff out. And the only way I figured it out by not knowing and having to figure out. So if somebody said, listen, I'll figure everything out for you, I don't even know how that would work. That's the only way you learn is by playing around, trying it. And, you know, that's how we learn. That was the whole spiel. So don't be worried if you don't know, if you feels like you don't know much about it. You will learn. The more you do it, the more you're gonna become comfortable and then things will change and the whole shipping will change. And then everything else will change. So it doesn't really matter. Yeah, just roll with it. Everything will change anyways. The rules will change too. So I hope that's helped. It's basically we never stop learning and rolling along with it. We have to kind of like pivot all the time. Look at all the flat shipping where people have a whole events figure out how to sell items for certain shipping price because they're gonna flat rate ship in the flat rate boxes. Now have to figure out this whole other thing. Nebraska Nan, happy 4th of July to you too. Yeah. So it's very, very normal to feel lost and you know, I still trying to figure a lot of things out. I'm actually figuring something about whatnot every single day because the minute I would not, I would consider myself outdated and I would be, oh, thank you so much. I would feel like I'm getting stale, outdated, not relevant, not innovative. Okay. You never ever want to be that person that you think that you already figured everything out. I mean, yes, you get more experience, but you gotta always be open to pivot. You always want to be open to stay innovative. Every day, if you open the news, there's something new, exciting going on. Something got developed. Something got invented. The growth of us is never over. Never. Had a buyer whose order was returned because she never picked it up on her end. She moved. I refunded her. Was wondering what you would have done. Okay, so you shipped the items and order was returned because she never picked it up. You refund. I would have refunded too. Now, if this was happening every week, it would be different answer. But if it's just a one-off, stuff happen. Stuff happens. So here's my thing, guys. Yeah. So here's my thing about everything. Most of the time when something happens in my show and people for the first time they say, listen, can I cancel it? I just whatever. Most of the time, not all, because if it's consignment, I don't have an option to cancel. It's just like it's way more complicated. But like if it's my item, if it's not like a big deal, a lot of times I'll give them one kind of courtesy chance. It doesn't really matter. Now, if you're gonna be continuing the pattern of it, it'll be a problem. But there are times like if it was something very competitive bidding, very much like heated up item, and then somebody wants to cancel, I will not cancel that. But if it's just like, I ran something for $3 and sold for six, and the first time buyer, and they said they didn't really, whatever, the cat swiped, I'd be like, $6 versus new buyer. Like, screw it. You know what I mean? Like, I will take it back. But if something was bid up for 1 minute to $278 on consignment, and now somebody says my cat swiped, sorry, cat is gonna have to pay. Send the bill to the cat. Yeah, sorry. So it's kind of like a fine balance when you're a seller. You don't want people to walk over you. It's a little torturous. You don't want people to walk over you. Millicents. You don't want people to walk over you, but at the same time, you want to be courteous and professional and friendly. So I will, within the reason, give a benefit of doubt that the cat swiped. Okay, very sparingly. But if I sense the tiniest hint of BS, decline. Decline. Proudly decline. Decline with a straight B face. Straight like this. I would decline triple. But again, that I would have to like smell some sort of BS situation, where somebody thinks that I'm an idiot. Like I'd be like, nah. But yeah, most of the time I'm kind of like, so my take on relationships with buyers in my shows is that the buyer for me, okay, my take is that relationship with my buyers, with people hanging out, listening to my BS, being my friend, being in my shows is that more important than item and more important than making money on some singular transaction. I will never put that kind of jeopardize the friendship over a stupid item. I'm here for long term, and I believe that long term. Majority of my items are awesome. Majority of the time, I will not have an issue. When you do large numbers, you will make errors, you will screw up, and I'll refund when I have to refund, and I'll say sorry, and I will allow cat swiping exceptions here and there, but not when I'm being like walked over. I will never let anyone walk over me. So it's a fine line. DK, you're very funny. It's a fine line. I think that it's very important that you guys figure out with your personalities how you become the person that's kind and courteous as a seller, but you don't let people walk over you. You have to be like, it's kind of like a parent, like a tough love. Like as a parent, you want your child to do well and you love them very much, but you also have to put some boundaries. So I think that with the buyers and sellers, you just have established certain boundaries. I really, having sold nearly 80,000 items, I honestly barely ever have any issue. Like, do I screw up things? Yes. Do I mail the wrong item or miss an item here? Yes. Do my box get damaged sometimes? Yes. Um, but it's minority of the items. Diecast show didn't go well. It did not go well. Why? Were you there and didn't buy anything? It went well. It was real fast. Oh, I just only had 2.5 shows. I mean, 2.5 boxes. I completely sold out. It was just like a little leftover storage drink. But yeah, I mean, I would tell you this: on Bay or other platforms, you don't have ability to have reoccurring buyers, and in this kind of platform, you have ability to have people return and shop with you, hang out with you, have coffee with you, connect with you on other platforms like Instagram, TikTok, or whatever. Items is secondary. The relationships is everything. So be the kind of seller that you would want to shop with. Can I say something about the rate? Of course, you can say something about the rate trains, Linda. Guys, the microphone is for Linda right now. She has something to say about the rate trains. I'm gonna grab my other drink. My God, I'm like melt. I need to shower after this. While Linda is typing, what else do we have to discuss? Oh no, I was losing Migla. I was losing money on items a lot at the beginning. I would say so hold on. Let's no, hold on. Linda says that the rate trains used to be fun, but now so many and so demanding. Hold on, Migla, hold on your question. So about the rate trains, listen, it's very personal to everybody who wants to do what rate trains and all that. It's there's rate trains for thousands of people. There's small trains, there's trains, you want to hear my take on rate trains? I'll tell you my take on rate trains is this. I think they're very useful when they're used appropriately and sparingly. Meaning, when you don't spread yourself too thin and you don't go on every single train that is possible to get on. And also, when you select the trains that you kind of resonates with what you sell and with the type of messages you want to spread out about yourself, or like it just there's so many different ones, right, that you can associate yourself with. But there's nothing better than just doing your own show. So rate trains is like a little ads in there, okay? But do not depend on rate trains for your living. You need to work and grow your own channel where you can have your own show with no other person, with nobody rating you. With and I'm saying this not because like, oh, Inga, it's easy for you to say. It's not easy, okay? It's not easy. I can close my eyes right now. Remember 10 people in my show. I danced in the rain. I sold Vera Bradley. We laughed. 10 people in my show forever and ever. And I posted a TikTok video um not very long ago about how I had a very, very good show with 36 people in my room. It was a specialty show. It was a book show category show. And I had a very good outcome, which like I would say by any standard measurably for book category, very good outcome with 36 people in my room. So don't confuse the need to have hundreds of people in your room and actually able to make money. You can get really interesting items. Yeah, $1 star is very controversial. I would only do $1 star on stuff that you kind of doesn't matter what happens to it, because not every item is going to be bid up. You have to understand. If I show you a Coach bag, and the Coach bag I'm going to start $1, I'm not worried about it because it's going to land between 25 and 55 somewhere. I mean, just a regular Coach. If I have some carved, I don't know, bird, and I'll start at $1, it's very possible the bird's going down for $1. Okay, I'm just saying, if there's no true bird lovers in my room, and not everybody needs a new decor on their shelf, it's not your mainstream item. It's not something people will buy probably for resale, especially if it's just a plain bird. So, yeah, you will be getting Amazon return clothing at $1 a unit. I would say start with the $3 just to give yourself a little bit of buffer, because $1 is so bad because $1 is technically, if it sells at $1, it's really like 30 cents. So there's two ways to look at $1 sales. This is what I think. Does it bring more people to your shows because you do $1 shows? Yes. You know what also brings a lot of people to your shows? If you give stuff away for free. I can throw $100 gift card and we'll have 150 people in here. Okay. $1 store is nearly like a giveaway. Okay. So what I'm trying to say, you have to think about it. What's your risk like level? How much you have in an item? If you bought a bunch of cool items for $10 a piece and you're running everything at $1 and it's not a mainstream item, are you here just to have people in your room or are you here to actually make money? So, I mean, I'm very unconventional, I guess that because for me, I want to feel that the time I invest in whatnot is the time that I'm profitable when I run the items. And I understand that the first maybe 6 months, it's less of that and more of just kind of getting your feet wet. So there is the period of time at the beginning where it's probably more loss and profit, so to speak. But I don't remember starting at one. I remember I was at five when I started. At five, at three. I don't think I had at one a lot. You know, it's another Amazon gift card. I mean, you just have to understand. You're starting stuff at $1. There's stuff gonna go for $1. Thank you, Reworkers Passion. Thank you so much. I'm still using your soap, guys. I'm all Reworkers Passion soaped up. My whole bathroom is full of your soaps now. Absolutely. Oatmeal is so good. Oatmeal is like, I don't even need a lotion after oatmeal. Guys, the Reworkers Passion makes these beautiful, wonderful, happy Independence Day, Mandy. Soaps. So, and she's live quite often. And guys, catch her too and get some natural soap. So good. I love it. But what I was saying, okay, so $1 stores all over the place. There's so much to be said about $1. If you're starting items at $1, make a decision. Is this a marketing show or is this a show where you need to make extra money? Like, so is it possible that if you start everything at $1, you will make more money than ever? Yes. But is it also possible that you will lose more money than ever? Yes. So how much are you risk averse? That's really the question. That's what $1 shows are. If you want to control a little bit, you start at three or five. You may not sell everything, but I mean, I don't know. I've done it. I've done it all. I've done $1, $3, $5. Honestly, my favorite are $5 stores. You know why I like $5 stores? It seems like so silly, right? Like, what's the difference between one, three, and five? Well, let me tell you what the difference is. It could be like a difference of like $3,000. Okay, in a show. That's the difference because technically, from one to three to five, three. So how many items do you have to sell at the $3 to actually make $10 versus how many items do you have to sell at $5 to make $10? And now multiply that by 100 times. It's all math. And my goal going into the third year, I want to start stuff at $5 where it's gonna feel like a $1. You know. Oh, Edda, thank you so much. Thank you, sweetheart. Guys, Edda is another new seller. She sells a really, really high quality clothing, a really highly curated show. I'm eyeing few things from Edda. It's on my bucket list. Guys, check out her show. Seriously, she's the bomb. Hi, Sugar Siren. So what I want to tell you is like my philosophy, I want to start at $5. Do you know why? Because like if something will sell at $5, it's still not like 30 cents. I mean, if 20 items will sell for $5 only, my starting bid, it's $100 versus what? Versus what? 20 times 30 cents versus $6 or something, right? Like some stupid amount. Like, I don't know. I'm understand that you need to take certain risk, but I also like to have a calculated risk. So I would like to feel that the items I will be bringing, it's like a new dollar. Like a $5 would be like a $1 equivalent. Because sometimes I have an items that have 67, 78, $100 tags. $5 start on that item should feel like $1 start, you know? So, but there's different people's different school of thought. I don't know. I think a lot of people, you do four. I'm just saying, just some buffer is not a bad idea. If you're gonna buy some, here's the thing: if you're gonna buy something, do you need to be $1? Like, if you want something, do you mind spending $5 versus $1? If you don't, and you would only spend $1, guess what? I don't want to sell that item then. What's the point of like selling for $1? It's just like a like it's not even a business. It's just like whatever. Let's just put it in a giveaway then. You know what I mean? Because it's not really a sale. So I think that you don't want to end up sitting with a bunch of like 30 cents per sale. You know. Mhm. I mean, I don't know. I'm telling you, my heart is going towards $5. $5 starting for whatnot. I think like in the category I started was the storage unit category. I'm all over the place now. I do a lot of different categories. And what I realized is like storage unit category with the $1 starts is like it's I don't know. I guess if I get one storage unit and I guess if I just like make money on the first two items, I guess then everything else can go at $1 start. But the reality is not everybody has just storage unit. You know what I mean? Hey, good old dog. No, but I'm saying like it's also I source a lot of things where I actually pay per items, and I pay a lot to get the items sold. You know, the promotions, the giveaways, the preparation, the assistance, the packing help, all of that. How is it selling stuff like starting at $1 and having a bunch of stuff actually sell for $1 is gonna help me to pay all that. So I don't know. It's unconventional, so to speak. Maybe I'm off. I don't know. I don't really care, but I'm telling you, be careful with that because this is what you're very welcome. Because you know what I'm really like worried about it is this. I think that, and I'm gonna say it straight up. Okay, I should probably not say it, but I'm gonna say it. I think that a lot of people who are live selling, and this is like a self-made pressure. Okay, nobody expects this, but people put the pressure on themselves to be successful, to be people with 100 plus people in their room, to have everything sell out, to, you know, appear popular and appear successful. And that's the kind of people will likely to start stuff at $1 just because it's like you can't fail it. You know what I mean? Like there's no way people are not going to bid at that price. So it takes a little bit more balls to actually say, hey, I'm gonna start certain items at like, you know, like I have a really cool painting, but I need at least $100 start on it. I don't think anything wrong. I think it takes a certain stamina and certain like stance to actually demand certain things for different items, you know? So I'm not gonna like give stuff away to be popular. I'm gonna sell it in the way that I think I should sell it, as respect for my time and as the respect for my business. And again, not obviously different ways to skin the cat. Obviously, this is like okay, this is a weird phrase, but anyway, different ways to do it. This is just my personal take, and I do it from my instinct, from my gut instinct. My gut instinct is like I can't be selling stuff to look popular. I can't be selling things where I'm losing money to appear that I have good inventory. You know, if I can't sell stuff at a profit, then I shouldn't do whatnot. I should do something else. Maybe I should go list on some other platform or something else. I'm just saying, like, you cannot operate a life selling business if it's not making you true profit. And this is not to be determined in one show or a week or a month, but you give yourself 6 months, a year, and you look at the hard numbers. Then you say, listen, am I only selling if I'm selling at $1? Am I only selling if I have, free shipping? Am I only selling if I buy an item for $50 and I sell it for 20? Like, there were plenty of times I bought from Whatnot at the beginning for myself, thinking I'm gonna resell it somewhere, but I didn't. And then I sold it at a loss. And I was like, oh, great show. It sold for $3,000. It wasn't profit. It wasn't a profit. Okay. It was a lot of loss. It was a lot of cool items. Okay. It was easy to have a good show because there was a lot of good items that were giving away. Didn't make me feel good. Like it didn't make me feel good in a sense that I didn't like dwell on it, but I knew that at some point I need to sit down, and I'm at the point now where I said I don't need to like do things that are not making me profit. And I don't need to have a style of shows that are not making me profit. I need to figure out on my small scale how I want to operate and strategize my shows where I'm not chasing popularity, but I'm chasing bottom line where I feel good about my small business. I hope that makes sense, guys. I know it's a lot to digest. I put a lot on you, but I just think this is the side of business people don't talk. You go right, you go to a lot of people's shows and you see, sometimes a lot of cool items. It's always this new person that comes in with all the cool items, and 6 months later they sold out all the cool items, and now they're like scrambling because whatnot seems really cool when you get really good items at the beginning, but once it's allowed those good items, what's next? For true business, there's got to be a continuously way to get good inventory where you profitably gonna sell it. Your profit can be that I'm just gonna take all the stuff I overpaid and I'm gonna liquidate, which will look like a successful show, and call it a business. Because once that all those goodies sold out at a loss, what's next? And that's the part you need to figure out, because selling your overpriced items at a loss is not indication that you figure out a good inventory plan. And this really talk about me too. So I'm not talking about anybody in particular. I'm talking about my experience, through that. At first I had so much cool stuff through years, collected designer stuff. I mean, I was like endless inventory. It was just stuff everywhere. Like I just clothes, shoes, belts, jewelry. And in the last 2 years, I thinned out. I still have, but I thinned out a lot. About 80% of items I sold. I mean, I sold other stuff, obviously, but I'm just saying, like, I got to the point where I said, okay, so no more stuff that I overpaid. What do we do from now? What do I buy? Like, I know I'm not doing pallets, so I don't want to do pallets. So, like, you got to figure out a way to source the items that you can sell for profit going forward, where you're not just taking your mom's Gucci bag and selling for $100. You know? So, I don't know. It's a lot to digest. Yeah, pallets were fun. Not funny, but not fun. The pallets were really funny, but not fun. Right. And one of the reasons I stopped doing the big rate trains, the big popular rate trains, one of the reasons I stopped doing them, because I refuse to go and spend thousands of dollars to buy inventory just to like resell on that rate train to make like extra couple thousand. I don't know how. It just something doesn't sit about it. Yeah. I just feel like something about that business model doesn't sit with me. Now, if I buy a unit and it's full of like that kind of stuff, that would be a different story. But I got to the point where like I was like, okay, if I want to do a train like that, I literally have to go and spend 10 grand to buy inventory to sell it. Like it makes like I just don't want to do that. You know why? Because I like to find item for like I don't know $5-10 and sell it for 20 or something, like a single item, not like thousands. I just it doesn't it's not my business model. And I mean maybe I'm not seeing something and it's okay. You know, let's go shop. Yeah, I mean, it's different things for different people. Remember, I don't have a warehouse. Yeah, I like to create and I want to stand by my items. A lot of times when, like, that's why I don't want to do pallets because I have no control what's in the pallet. Um, I get excited when I create items, when I have created clothes, when I have created jewelry, even if it's not gold or silver, but something cool. You know, you just have to figure out how to be profitable. What I want you not to do, hello, well, how are you? I just want you to know one thing, which is please don't just sell all your best stuff that you own for years and then think that that you figure out inventory. Because the stuff you already had, you just liquidating. That's not the same thing as figuring out how to sell and whatnot and how to figure out how to source properly and make profit. So I think that's like one of the biggest misconceptions for new sellers. They coming in with a full closet of years and years of collecting good things, and they sell everything. They make 5 grand, and they think that they figure out how to do whatnot. And it's like No, it's great. You got some cash back, but now sit back and figure out how you gonna buy where you can start at $3 or $4 or $5 or $2 or $1 and make money. Because you can't be going to your mom and say, "Mom, give me more Dooney and Burke," you know, because your mom is probably only have three more left. And what's the plan after? What's the plan after? So that's I think the part what nobody like really talks about for the new people who come in. Because why people become a whatnot seller? Most people become a whatnot seller because they have a inventory in their house, or they have a parent with their house, or they have a or they've been already reselling and they have eBay inventory. They want to get rid of it. High storage bees. Everybody has stuff, and they're like, "Listen, I need to start selling this stuff now." Guys, everybody go follow Storage Beast. He's a local storage buyer here, a friend of mine. Give him a follow. He usually has shows on Sundays. So my point is that I see this and I done it over and over because it was just so easy to have big shows with the really good items that were not really inventory. They were just my personal stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just a very like pragmatic kind of realistic person. You base your shoes off the units I purchased. You base your shoes. Did you use Siri to dictate? You base your shoes off the unit. Yeah, so he buys storage unit. Again, it's like a different things. I like to hand source, but I'll go everywhere and anywhere. She don't listen. Siri is probably from Lithuania. Yeah, Siri and me, we don't listen to anything. I think that sourcing is the key because think about it. If you guys what I will stream is very different. What you do and mine is very slow. Yeah, but why would you start at one anyways? Like, think about it. If you're running Amazon pallets, right, and you're running, I don't know, whatever people have on Amazon, right? Why won't you start at three? Like three, you have a little buffer. Clothing. I'm just saying, like, okay, Amazon clothing is not very expensive, so it's very possible that Amazon clothing is gonna end up being sold for $1 over and over and over. You know? Oh, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate. I listen. I adore you guys. Are all so good. Here's an Amazon $10 gift card on me. I I appreciate everybody so much. I cannot tell you for not the most conventional persona that I am. I would say I have gotten 99.9% love and support at all times. And I'm not very sugary. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not your typical. Like my husband says I'm mean sometimes. I don't think I'm mean. I'm going to slap him around. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I think I should say that, but 99.9%, I've gotten nothing but extreme support, and I'm talking about like across the board, just even from people who are the givey goblins. I literally know some givey goblins now that are super friendly. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's just maybe I choose to see that, and maybe I'm oblivious. Maybe some people are just straight up can't stand me, and I'm just oblivious to it. But it's not a bad strategy because I don't know if they hate me. I don't know where they are. I didn't pay attention. So guys, if you have ADHD, it's pretty good because you also miss all the hating people. Then I don't know if they are probably missed it. Yeah, yeah. Oh, thank you guys. No, I mean, listen, I'm 47. I'm here not to, I'm old soul, and I'm actually physically going to be older. I can't wait for my senior discount, by the way. But I'm saying, like, I'm not 20, I'm not 30. I'm not here to chase like some sort of validation. I'm here to connect with you guys. I'm here to, my little side hustle, my passion, my hobby got some legs. So we're going with it. And I'm incorporating other business aspects with it. But primarily, the heart of all of this was I love finding cool stuff. I love talking to all of you. I love having good vibes. And yeah, has been such an incredible expression of myself. Like it's a hobby that just went crazy. Like, yeah. Yeah, maybe like listen, whether you start items at $1 or $5, not gonna hurt others. It can only hurt you. Because if you sell 100 items at $5 minimum, you will spend $500 minus fees. If you same 100 items, you start at $1 and you new seller, you will probably end up with a $70 or maybe $150. So think about it. Now multiply that times 100 shows or 50 shows. You know what I mean? Everything is numbers. And you don't owe people to sell it for $1. The way I look at it is like, I don't mind when I do my dollar shows. I have a mindset at that point. If somebody buys at $1, it's my own fault because I started $1. Like, I'm not mad at them, but I'm saying like, new seller, small seller, why would you do this to yourself? If they don't want to buy it for $5, do you really want to ship it for $1? Like, respect your time, respect your energy, respect your inventory. You know, nobody needs an item so bad that they can only buy it for $1, but they cannot buy it for five. Okay, it's a mismatch. Guys, get in a $10 Amazon gift card. Listen, I'm not saying you can't do. You know what you can do instead? Why don't you open your show and you say the first 10 items or the first 20 items we're gonna start at $1, and then we're gonna switch to $5. That way, people buy a box, right? Open up a box, they warm up, do an introductory 10, 15, 20 items at $1 and then switch to five. I mean, if anybody's gonna be like, well, screw this seller because she's starting at five, but listen, you should not then be doing this, should be doing something else. There's no reason anybody should be entitled to only $1 purchase on this app from anybody. Now, if they get it, they get it. It's good for, I'm nothing against it. Right. I don't know. There's a fine line between self-respect and trying to be popular and whatnot. You got to figure. My line is $5, sometimes three. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, you can't even buy Starbucks for $5. I mean, what are we talking about? Right. Happy 4th of July, Grammy. How are you? Guys, nothing is better. And this is from a person who is 47, okay? Nothing is better than learning to stand on your own 2 feet on a certain issue. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Now, I'm not advocating for you. Congrats on the giveaway, guys. Let's do another Amazon 5. Guys, there's nothing better than have ability to have confidence that you're gonna take a stance and stand on your 2 feet on it. And I'm not telling you that, listen, well, on eBay, this item sells for $50. Therefore, your starting price should be 35. You know? Hello, Mark. I'm not suggesting that because that would be just not appropriate for the app, you know? Mm. Oh, thank you so much. I just want you I want you to understand that there is a fine line for protecting your own interest and having enough of self-respect, guys. Because to me, that's the same thing. Listen, it's easy for some people who have 500 people in their room to start stuff at $1. If I had 500 people in my room, maybe I would start at $1 too. Maybe I would start at zero. How about that? I would start my stuff at zero. No, -5. I would start at -5. Okay, seriously. The point is that most channels don't have that, and you gotta create yourself a viable business strategy that's a compromise between market prices and having a deal on here and whatever that line is. Some people start clothing at $12, $10, $15. Some vary. It's whatever works. I don't think there's this one. We're not selling eggs, guys. We're not selling beans. So if you're not selling beans and eggs, price it as you know their bottom price, you know what they are, and just figure out some sort of strategic plan. I'm still figuring out, and I'm still leaning towards shows where I even start $1 or $3 stores and very fast paced, large quantities, 500 to 800 items versus curated, maybe only 50 items, maybe 100 items. Um, it's it's all about pivoting. It's all about adjusting, but don't copy anybody. Just watch what other people do for different inventory that interests you, and find like a way to make your own plan. There's different ways to do it for different people. I never compare my shows to anybody's shows because everything is very unique to a person. How you source? Do you buy storage units? Do you buy pallets? Do you individually buy? Do you buy in a thrift store? Do you buy in the bins? Do you buy in estate sales? Do you buy from a private people? What's the cost of the goods? How much do you want? Do you have? All right, back. So, what are we talking about? I forgot everything I said. Guys, this is what happens when you're in over 40. Still remember anything I said. I made that video on TikTok about my cat. Which my cat went like, she like opens her eyes and she just like nods out. I forgot what I said. What did I say? What were we talking about? Can you guys relate? Anybody else has like amnesia, midlife amnesia? I can't remember anything I said. So over for me. Oh, by the way, I'm having a giveaway word tomorrow. Yeah, so 9:40. Finding out who works for you. That's a good one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember anything. But honestly, like if somebody would put me on a stand and say, Inga, you're under oath. What was the witness wearing? I'd be like, I'm sorry, Your Honor, but like, which day, what witness, and what happened? I, I have no idea. They can put me on a lie detector. They'd be like, did you eat fish 3 days ago? I, I don't even know what I ate yesterday. I don't even know. I don't know where my keys are. I don't know where my phone is. And I don't even remember what else I don't remember. This is awesome. This is a new level. Now I don't even remember what I don't remember. Oh, it's kind of like a blessing because it's like my head is empty. Oh, you're very welcome. You're so welcome. Oh, guys. We're getting old. We're getting old and whatnot. Guys, we'll be a first generation old whatnotters. And proud. We're gonna be like a Gen X generation and whatnot. You'll be like, listen. Yeah. And you know what? I just think that being an older person, so to speak, on whatnot is even more awesome. Because I think like it will give you a venue to connect with people if you live by yourself, if you're lonely. Um, Sometimes when I'm by myself and I do a show, I just feel so good hanging out with like somebody who wants to be in my room and chat. Like it gives you like a new venue to be connected because there's nothing more than people crave than connection. There's nothing more precious in this life that one can have than connecting with other human beings. I don't care what anybody says. You may say you're introvert, you don't want to be around people. Listen, if you have a quality connection with people, there's nothing better out there in this lifetime than the human connection. So whatnot really gives that, I mean, a side of ability to make a little profit on some items you guys find. Yeah. But I mean, I'm just thinking how many people I know now through Whatnot that I would not otherwise know. I lived in a very kind of secluded, I wouldn't say house. It's just like a neighborhood, like a sleepy town, right? So a lot of young families, kids, everybody's busy commuting, working, children. So I don't think I socialized as much. And now, like with Whatnot, I feel like my circle of people I talk to expanded tremendously for the last 2 years, just because I was able to meet such an interesting people. And it's like, it's so crazy. But honestly, like there's nothing better than like reaching out to other people and meeting new people every day. There's like nothing better. Because I can tell you this much. I went today in the morning. There was a close by like estate sale. So and it said it was not like available to see. You had to call something, we couldn't get through, whatever. So my husband and me showed up. It was nearby here. And I was like, I don't know what's up there, but why don't we just go on like say hi? So we went over there and oh, thank you so much, guys. And I'm gonna post a video about this sale. Think about it. We come in, it's like sick house. I always say sick. I feel like so outdated. People say, "Who's sick? Are you sick?" This is my slang from like 1998. Thank you, Diana. Yeah, I meant sick. Like it's so unbelievable. Okay, so it said that basically like it had like $30,000 like chandelier, huge pool, very Italian like looking design everywhere. They had parrots, like it was beautiful birds. I don't know what had the bird that like wee, like the head would like with a crown or something. It was crazy. Well, the person didn't have anything set up, just few things outside for like extreme water sports and stuff. And then we start talking, and he's like, "Why don't you come inside?" So we came inside, and he's like, showed us all this exquisite furniture he's trying to sell, all these like crazy appliances, like whole kitchen with the island, with like this crazy fridge. I mean, just all this like top notch, like restoration hardware, art house furniture everywhere. And if I didn't come and just talk to him, I would not even be inside of this house, obviously. So my husband and me went inside, whatever, whatever. Uh, we took different pictures of different things because I'll sell locally some of the stuff here. So I always like finding cool like restoration hardware pieces and cool furniture. He had art that he needed to get like authorization to take out of Colombia. It was some I forget his name now, but it's the artist where not Christina, but Shakira buys his art, like a crazy good art that he had, and all these things that he's like, yeah, sell everything for me if you want. I'm like, all right. While I was there, he says, can you believe we did this Vegas trip and we were in Vegas and we were winning at the table, so we went and we bought this Dior sneakers. It's so stupid. It's $1,100. And he shows me this box with the Christian Dior sneakers, and it's the men's sneakers, like new, like worn once in original box and everything. It's like, you want to take it $200. I'm like, I'm like, I look on Bay, they're selling for like 900. I'm like, here's 200. like, like that was awesome. Yeah, that was awesome. And that was one item I only bought in this steal. But when I'm saying my point is, put yourself out there, go out there in the wild, and you just don't know who you meet or what opportunities presents. So today I'm gonna list all this high end like furniture and stuff and locally and see what I do with it. But it's a very interesting. And I said I also sell on Whatnot. So if you have any collectible smaller stuff or clothing, let me know. So we'll see. Yeah. And I meet a lot of people like that just by talking to people. I meet people left and right and make connections left and right. And I have different people consign with me. Different people send me. Actually, guys, I have very exciting on Tuesday. I have a full pallet that was shipped to me to sell for one lady that consists of all brand new items, all brand new items, not a pallet. Like she's not a pallet. She's her personal stuff that she bought, but they're all new with tags. And I don't know if she bought for her or for Bay, but all new with tags items, accessories, clothing, everything, and paid good money. And everything is coming in a form of a pallet to my house. I'm probably going to do a show Wednesday and Thursday to sell all that stuff. So watch out for that show. Yeah. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun for sure. And I have my own 1,500 pieces. I may do like a little clothing show later, just to do like something. So I have all these clothing. It's crazy amount, but like I just really love the clothing because they're all like a decent brands, you know. And some are better than others, but like Free People, and they have like like a mid tier designers, and but still like it's all awesome clothing. Thank you. I really love red. Today I'm red in red. Guys, did you all follow Gail? I bought this from Gail. I want to shout her out. She's the not new, but newish seller, and she's small seller, and she sells luxury. So, guys, if you in the market for something pre-owned luxury, yes, how people consign. You can go to you can message me on whatnot, or you can go to ingalon.com, my website, and there is consignment at the bottom of it. There's consignment form that you can fill in. Let's tag Gail again. Guys, if you love luxury, you want a little bit of luxury at a deal price, Gail is your girl. Oh, Gail is your girl. Gail is your girl. Gail, where are you? Yeah, Gail has left us. She's probably drinking margaritas in the pool. So yeah, what's a fun day to relax today? That's for sure. Yeah, I may do a little show to like late at night. I'll do pick some clothes. I have some stuff. I always have stuff. But I'm gonna go and be lazy now. So you guys, we hung out. Unless you have more questions, awesome. If you have any other questions, shoot it. Or now or never, guys. Now or never. Ask me if you want something right now. It's now or never. Or otherwise, I'll see you in my shows. Oh, tomorrow giveaway war. I'm at 9:40, guys. We're giving away $100, and something else in the middle. Yeah, so it's gonna be, every 20 minutes a new seller, tons of giveaways, like a big marketing. It's like the most marketing rate train I do these days. So this is my big like a marketing train rate, so to speak. Marketing in the sense that it's less about selling, more about just kind of telling what's up and what's new, and things like that. So and please, if you are not on my TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, it's in the show notes. Ingalon_show. I posted only 8 videos today, only. So I'm gonna post another 5. So connect with me. Say hi. You can always unfollow me if it's not your cup of tea. Yeah. Yes. Yes, it's Ingalon_show. Hello, Fork House Prize. Hello. And it's Ingalon_show on Instagram, and just Ingalon on YouTube. Oh, I have butterfly just flew in here. That's a big butterfly. And check out Ingalon.com. You subscribe to the newsletter, and you get 20% email for next whatnot purchase when you buy with me something. And if I'll bring some cool clothing tonight or something, I don't know. I may do a mix show. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Just you never know. You never know. I'm gonna go rest a little bit and do some new errands, and yeah, stay in touch. Go check out all the beautiful fishing trip videos I made, especially about the Smallwood store that from 1900s, like a really piece oldie. And I'm gonna post a Dior shoe story from the sourcing. So yes, thank you so much, guys. Appreciate. I will see you later, okay? If anything, then I'll see you on giveaway war. Okay? Thank you very much. Don't forget to grab that 20% off at ingalon.com. Where are we gonna go? Where are we gonna go? How about we go to somewhere small, guys? OMGIG community show. Let's go to another community show. Bye, guys.